Welcome back to more real estate talk. I'm Jordan Conrad. I am a real estate broker and home builder in Pennsylvania, for those of you that don't know me. And I wanted to try something different to start this year off and do a series on different gadgets for either new homeowners or veteran homeowners that will just make your life easier. And so these are going to be devices that, from my experience in real estate, building homes, and just DIY projects that I've done myself, that I've found to be very helpful. And so one of my favorites that I found over the past couple months is this Klein tools set. And what it is, it's a couple different gadgets in here. So you have an outlet tester, which actually works as a transmitter as well, which you'll see in a second. And the transmitter goes with this receiver, and you can basically use these two gadgets to identify circuit breakers in your home for a situation where maybe a breaker is not labeled. So whenever I purchased my home, I had a breaker box that wasn't labeled at all. So this was a necessary item for me to have. And they also make an attachment that I'll show you that this can plug into, and you can also use it for light bulbs. So you can figure out which light circuits correspond to which breaker. And then the third little gadget that you got is just a little voltage tester. So when you're working on wiring, you can touch a wire with this device and it'll let you know if it's hot or not. So if there's hot, meaning there's electricity going to it. So we're going to get into this now. I'm at one of the new construction homes that we built, and I'm going to just show you how this device works. We're really not going to spend any time on the voltage tester. It's pretty self-explanatory. But we'll get right into it here and do a little review for you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you this tool in action. If you look, I have the transmitter here, and it has a bunch of different codes on it that show you different issues that you may be having with your outlet. So when you plug this in, it'll give you lights. And so if you look, these two lights on the right side indicate correct wiring. And so you can see if the outlet's not wired properly, it'll basically tell you what is not right about the wiring. Very helpful, again, ensuring that your home is wired correctly. And then in the kitchen, you're going to have GFCI outlets. So you can actually test. I just tested it right there to see if the GFCI outlet is functioning properly. So we're going to leave this in here. This is one of our new construction homes. We're going to go over to the breaker box. We're going to turn on the receiver. Then you basically just scan this over the different circuit breakers. So obviously if it's just beeping and it's green, it hasn't found it. And you can see we found which one it is. So when it goes crazy there, beeping red, and this breaker box is already labeled, so you can see that it was on kitchen receps. So that's how it works. And you basically just go through your house and you can label your breaker box if it's not labeled. So I wanted to show you here as an example of a breaker that wasn't labeled, And you can see how I'm starting to label it with a label maker. So if you have a panel box in a similar situation, this is really a great product for you. Here are the links to the products. So you can see on the Amazon site, this is for the circuit breaker kit. And so you get the 3 pieces that I was highlighting before. And then the link to the other item I was talking about. So you'll take the GFCI tester, plug it into this so that you can convert 3-prong into 2-prong, and then take your 2-prong adapter and plug it into the light bulb adapter, and that's going to allow you to identify which breakers correspond with their respective lights inside the house. So again, these links are below, and hopefully you found these videos helpful, and we'll see you back here next time. Thanks.